So approaching the boxing ring is one of the 9 Uzbek medalists who have progressed through to the final 4. We're in the bottom half of the 71 kilogram light middleweight division, and that is Saidjamshid Jafarov, 24 years of age, is the southpaw from Bukhara. Quarter finalist in Belgrade 2 years ago, up at 75 kilogram middleweight. So having dropped down a weight division, he has boxed his way through to the podium. Consecutive Asian continental successes at 75 kilograms in Jordan last year and Dubai the year before that. His opponent is the man from Rio de Janeiro, the incredibly accomplished Wanderson de Oliveira, the man nicknamed Sugar. Initially came out of the Fight for Peace program in the Brazilian metropolis. Multiple Brazilian national titles under his belt.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on
5th place finisher in the Tokyo Olympic Games in 2021.
Is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds at an elite men's 71 kg light middleweight boxing division matchup. You'll find judges being represented here tonight ringside from Afghanistan, Hungary, Australia, Morocco, and Guatemala. And when the action begins, your referee starts the action in the center of the ring and representing the IBA by way of Spain with referee Jose Romero Hernandez.
So, Mr. Romero of Spain is our referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, our boxers are ready, our judges are ready to stand. Are you ready?
And we are underway. We're in the 71 kilogram light middleweight division. And this, the bottom half of the draw. Wanderson de Oliveira, the man wearing blue, operating out of the orthodox stance, is the tournament number 2 seed. It's his 4th bout of Tashkent 2023. His opponent, who has just got through with a southpaw left, Saidjamshid Jafarov, 24 years of age. Consecutive continental titles under his belt. Both of these men on the global medal podium for the first time. It was a quarter-final finish for Jafarov at 75 kilogram middleweight in Belgrade 2021. Whereas Wanderson, the man in blue, just planting his feet and looking to pot shot away with that right hand. He was a quarter-finalist in the Olympic Games down in the 63 kilogram division, losing to the eventual gold medalist Andy Cruz at the quarter-final stage. Moved up to 67 kilograms in the 2021 World Championships, where he was a quarter-finalist once again, losing to America's Amari Jones. 1 win before the medal podium. Good right hand to the body, but looking to lash away with his southpaw left is Jafarov. So plenty of activity, but not much accuracy through this portion of the opening round. Left hand attempted by Jafarov, but it was blocked by the defenses of de Oliveira. Nice movement in the pocket to spin around the target from Jafarov. Rather untidy, this one. Nice right hand landed to the body, but that's countered by a backhand from Jafarov. It was Wanderson who had the first straight backhand success downstairs, but it was countered immediately. Both boxers looking to sell convincing feints so that they can draw a lead that they can counter. And look at again how close the front feet are in coming together. Jafarov stepping on the left foot of of Oliveira just a few moments ago. Well, at times it's resembled a fencing match, this one. Both quick twitch counter punches, looking to land with eye-catching singles. And it's a 3-2 split in favor of the man in red. Jafarov taking it for judges 1, 2, and 3, judges 4 and 5, preferring the work of Wanderson Oliveira. Moving to the second round. An incredibly tight first 3 minutes. Saw plenty of feints being proffered by both boxers. And again, the defense is true. Nice left uppercut turned underneath by Jafarov, because the straights are being repelled by the gloves and forearms of Oliveira. And it's interesting, both boxers tucking up tightly now after using low held guards for the majority of the opening round. But there you see they're trying to work their way into range, putting on the earmuffs and peering through the gap between gloves. And again, a southpaw and orthodox boxer, it's almost like they're boxing themselves in a mirror. Nice left uppercut turned underneath by Oliveira. Looking for a big backhand was Jafarov, but it was blocked by the defenses of Wanderson Oliveira. That was an altogether more accurate left hand, and then another one. Oh, then a backhand success followed by a jab from Oliveira. This contest in the second round exploding into life for this portion of the stanza. Good right uppercut to the body landed by Jafarov, but then look at that for great success, punctuated by a double right uppercut. Jafarov comes right back and lands a right hook to the body, then looking for his own uppercut success, but again, Oliveira's defenses trusty and true to repel those punches being dug in by Jafarov. Nice left jab and then a right uppercut turned underneath by Oliveira. And the tournament number 2 seed enjoying a very effective portion of the round. Again, his defenses preventing those punches from scoring from Jafarov. Well, the band quickening the tempo to try and encourage the home boxer wearing red. Timeout is being called so the boot lace can be adjusted on the right shoe of Jafarov. And I was clearly receiving instructions there, which is not supposed to happen, but again, the corners push the rules to the extent that they can in that regard. And again, the activity level increasing on the resumption from both boxers. Looking for the uppercut once again is Oliveira. So too is Jafarov. But wonderful defenses with the gloves and forearms being produced by Wanderson Oliveira. So we just had a refer to the bootlaces of Jafarov a few moments ago. And it's often interesting to see big-fisted boxers trying to deal with the intricacies of tying shoelaces or braiding hair, in the event that they're dealing with boxers who have long hair and have to wear a hair net, and take longer than one might think it would. But the action has resumed. Closing seconds of this second round. Oliveira has had terrific success. Jafarov has had moments of success, but again, how will the 5 scoring judges see it? 3-2 in favor of Jafarov in the first round, I think that Oliveira responded very well indeed, but how will the 5 scoring judges seated around the ring see that second 3 minutes of action? The uppercuts and body shots that De Oliveira was able to land were notable indeed. But Jafarov, there's an example of an uppercut. But every success enjoyed by one was quickly answered. But this was the portion of the round that, for my money, was the difference between the two. In a contest that was otherwise, in a round that was otherwise very close indeed. But then there was educated work to the body from Jafarov. What say the 5 scoring judges? Well, it's a clean sweep of the cards for Saidjamshid Jafarov, which means that he leads 20 points to 18 for judges 1, 2, and 3, 19 points apiece for judges 4 and 5. I think Wanderson and Oliveira perhaps a tad unlucky not to get at least a share of that second round, because having been bested 5 scores to nothing, that means that he's only got it level for 2 of the judges, which means he needs a massive final round to get himself back into contention and indeed ahead in this contest, where both boxers are in pursuit of a place in the gold medal bout. So the battle for ring space with the outside foot and the fencing with the lead hand resumes here. Just as we're in receipt of the information, the coaches in the corners and the boxers will be aware of it as well. De Oliveira not too far away with his backhand attempt to the body. Right hand landed by De Oliveira, and Jafarov giving the impression of a boxer who's looking to manage the clock here, long bridging his man by keeping that right hand out. Now he's not, oh, that's a cracking right cross landed by De Oliveira, and another right hand on the inside. Now De Oliveira has got to keep concentrated here. He's saying that Jafarov is spoiling, but the referee is in there to take control of the action. But again, this game of fistic cat and mouse continuing atop the canvas of the boxing ring. Comparatively precious few point scoring punches coming from either man, and De Oliveira has landing the more eye-catching of them. It's an illegal tactic to keep the lead hand out in an attempt to blind your opponent. Now Jafarov not guilty of that, but he's perhaps on the edge of it, the manner in which he was keeping that right hand out and dangling in the sight line of De Oliveira for the first half of the round, the first 2 minutes of the round perhaps. So again, the referee speaking to Jafarov about excessive holding. Neither man accurate during these attempted single counters that they are launching. Just short of the mark. That's a good left hand dug into the body by Jafarov. And at this type of tempo and at this type of, in this type of contest, it's going to be very difficult for De Oliveira to produce the massive final round that he needs. Both boxers letting their hands go. Jafarov getting through with a couple during that cluster. De Oliveira responding with a combination of his own. Because as the clock continues to tick, De Oliveira is going to find himself needing a single shot stoppage. And that is going to be very unlikely as Jafarov continues to manage the clock, content to wrap his man up, and De Oliveira accepting it. He should have been working to get his hands free there and bustle away to the body or head on the inside. The counter-punching game continues, and I think given the state of the scorecards going into the third and final round, Wanderson De Oliveira is going to be bitterly disappointed. Nice to see Saidjamshid Jafarov exchange high fives with the Brazilian coaches in the blue corner, but I'm not sure that he is going to have done enough given the state of the scorecards going into the third and final round. The counter-punching resumed. Not that both boxers were waiting, but they were working, trying to create an opening, and I don't think enough scoring leather was landed by Wanderson to overturn the 20 points to 18 deficit that he faced for judges 1, 2, and 3. May well have done enough to take the final round, but not by the margin that he needs. I think he's going to be disappointed here. Let's get the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, round 508 comes to a close here in your semifinals. After being the scheduled 3 3-minute rounds in an elite men's light middleweight boxing division matchup. We go to the judges' scorecards when your judges are ruling in favor of your winner by points, declared by split decision. To the right corner,
it's a split decision, and the victory goes to Saidjamshid Jafarov. A 4-1 split in his favor. Wanderson battling back to take the third and final round on a 3-2 split, but it wasn't enough to overturn the 20 points to 18 deficit that he faced for judges 1, 2, and 3. A cagey affair, and it sees Saidjamshid Jafarov go through to contest World Championship gold in the 71 kilogram light middleweight division. The tournament number 2 seed eliminated. And what a gold medal bout we have in prospect, because it will be a classic IBA boxing rivalry between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, because Saidjamshid Jafarov will be facing off against Aslanbek Shimbergenov in the gold medal bout in the 71 kilogram light middleweight division. It's a brilliant bronze for Wanderson de Oliveira. $50,000 will be deposited in his bank account as well, but this man will be boxing for World Championship gold against his neighboring Central Asian nation.